TGIM, here we go again. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Every week we do it. August the 8th, 2022 today. How are you doing? How you doing, right? Check, check, check. Is the mic on here? How you doing? Say something to you and me. Goals, we talked about that last week. Check, right? Did you set up a plan? If you haven't, maybe this is the week to do it. Let's set up a plan, check, and then we're going to work that plan, right? Plan the work and work the plan. How about check on that? Maybe you're already there. Maybe you've been doing this for years and we just kind of fine-tuned it last week, but you still got to keep doing all those processes. How about faith? How about the faith one? That's always a tricky one when we got goals. Do we really believe we can reach those goals? Do you imagine yourself reaching those goals? Do you visualize those goals coming to fruition and feeling what that would feel like if and when you do? How is the self-talk around it? You know, a lot of people here get stuck in this stage where they're not sure whether it's doable, believable, attainable, if they're worthy of it. And sometimes the self-talk is what ruins everything, you know, because words matter. Thoughts matter. Thoughts are things, and the words that we use in our head and coming out of our mouth really, really matter. Now, even though Mark Twain once said that you never should put off until tomorrow what you can do the day after. No, not even that one. This is something you might want to consider working on today, right now, even if it's for 5 minutes. Take those goals, review the plan, see what strategies you need to be working on at this moment, and then ask yourself, do you believe? What are the words coming into your brain? What are the words coming out of your mouth? Right? Here's some 3 tips on the self-talk believing stages that we all can benefit from if we really want to get to bigger and greater things in our evolution, right? Number 1, listen to yourself. Listen to those thoughts. Are they positive? Are they negative? Take notes, see what the trend is, and then look at yourself once in a while in the mirror, if you can, if there's some around you. What is the body language saying? Are the words, perky and happy, but the face is like a little down? We got to match those things. That only helps. I know it's not easy all the time, especially if we're dealing with tough situations and flirting with bouts of maybe depression or anxiety or whatever, but these things do matter. So if you really want to improve yourself, focus a little bit on that. So once you've figured out what's going on with the language, with the words, with the body language, challenge yourself. If they're negative in any way, shape, or form, ask yourself, really? Prove it. What if a friend said those same words that you're using in your head and your mouth to you? How would you reply to them? How would you lift them up through it? Think about that and see if you can revise and review the words that we're thinking and doing. And then finally, choose to change it. If they're not serving you in any way, shape, or form, if they're not good except to maybe give a little release in a poor me type of syndrome that we all have from time to time, yes, that's normal. But do we want to stay there? Probably not, because it's not fun being in that lane. So change the way we look at things, and those things will change. So use different words. And here's a little trick and tip that I recently read about on positive self-talk that you can do. And I'm going to share a link, maybe not in this particular email or post to you, but I will share a link in next few days to follow up that shares some ideas on how we can maybe lift ourselves up. Like when you're going to drink a coffee, you're making a coffee, just say to yourself, even if you're in your mind that I too can perk people up, right? Little things like that. You're going to eat some good vegetables, right? It's good for the body. And then you can say, you know what else is good for people? Me. I can be good for others too. And then you're lifting your spirits. You're saying positive affirmations in a way. Like when you first wake up in the morning and think, this day is going to be awesome. You know why? because I'm in it. All these little things can go a long way in telling our mind and telling our hearts that we are worthy. Yes, we are worthy of achieving those goals that we're setting for ourselves. I spoke with a couple not too long ago who just had their 60th anniversary. And I said, hey, you got any tips? You got any secrets? He says, once you make it through the first couple stages of marriage, that 7-year itch stage, and then the battle for like who's in power or who's in charge of what, but then you begin to realize that it's much better to do things together. Never share anything negative about your spouse, your mate, your relationship. Keep that to yourself. Do not spread it. Stay positive. Only say great things, and those great things will generally manifest more. Because if you only say negative things, and this could be advice for our newlyweds, when you say the negative things about your spouse or your relationship, those things will expand, right? Because what we focus on expands. And with the words and the thoughts, they too will cause us to expand those things. So, something to think about on this happy, beautiful Monday of August, so that you can be the absolute best that you can be with the thoughts and the words and the body language to support it, so that you can do all those wonderful things that you have so many skills and talents for to make our world so much better, and then you can give ever more, and with more generosity and more enthusiasm and more uplifting inspiration to yourself, to your family, to your friends, so that you can have all the wonder-filled realizations of those goals and those dreams that you have set for yourself. What do you say? Can we check off faith and belief today? I say yes. Cheers and ciao.